Welcome back to the 21-day Velo plan, and today we're going to make a course correction. If you have been following like a dog, it is a step-by-step process that we're taking you on a 21-day plan to throw harder with less effort, with less stress on your body, making it so much easier. So if you're with me and you want to be a dog and do things health first like we do everything, then let's hop into day 4. And the course correction we're going to make is if you look at day 4 compared to where, if we zoom out here, we said day 4 was going to be your back foot. Well, guess what? We covered that in day 3. So on day 4, we're going to take a step with your foot. And we're going to talk about how to capture and how to assess and look at your mechanics. There's a way of doing it. The best possible way that I know how is to try and get video from as many angles as possible. If time constraints are an issue or access to space is an issue, at the very least, we like to get a side angle and then hopefully a back or front angle as well. So in a perfect world, so you can see a lot of things, from a lefty like me, want to see that you can get a video angle from first base and from second base or from home plate. For a righty, from third base, and then again home or second base. That way we can see a lot of what's going on in the movements, and you'll be able to see all the things that we talk about with the foot and the arm and the front leg when you have both of those angles. We're going to keep it really, really simple here. So the goal is for you to get video, if you haven't already, get it from those angles, and then we're going to talk about how I strategically started and want you to start with the back foot. Because once you clean up the back foot and once you can get everything centered, then like I said, a lot of other things end up cleaning up, and you may or may not even have to worry about your arm. You may not have to worry about your front leg because it ends up cleaning up because you do the back foot so well. And when that back foot gets mastered, it's much easier to master the next piece. So the analogy that's commonly used in the pitching world is dominoes or kinetic chain. It's a sequence of events that lead up to things, and it starts with one and it goes to whatever the other one is. I'm trying to really simplify it for you guys though, because just like dogs want to go and eat and they want to have a dog mentality, sometimes dogs aren't always the smartest, or even the smartest dogs sometimes have an instinct to go kill, and you got to simplify things for them. Regardless of how smarter you are or not, you are or you are not. I'm saying that right? Regardless, let's simplify it. So it's going to go back foot, then we're going to look at the arm, and then we're going to look at the front leg. So that's the sequence that we're going to look at. Make sure you're getting video from as many angles as possible. Ideally, perfect world, so you can really hyper-focus and analyze, and this is what we do in-house, is if we can get a guy, and we want to get very, very, very specific on things that we can't see in video from one of those couple angles, is we'll actually basically do a 45-degree angle. So we'll get from second base, then we'll get basically where the shortstop is, then we'll get third base, and then we'll get between third base and home plate, and then we'll get home. And so we'll actually get however many angles that is. So you got the 4 plus an additional 4. So it's 8 different angles. And you can see a lot of different things that way, but you don't really need to do all that. So at least one from the side, at least one from the front or the back is going to do you good, making sure it's as high quality as possible. I like to record in slow motion because you can always speed it up in your settings in your phone to make it full speed or back to slow motion, but you can't from full speed really go slow-mo as well. 240 frames per second like most of them do. The app that we actually use, that I use here, no shout out as of right now, but is the OnForm app. I love their app. They've got a pretty killer plan. I think it's only like $30 right now at the time of the recording. We use them at least right now at the time of this recording. And I mean, you can just do it on your phone and kind of circle things when you edit things. But that's what we're using. You guys can go ahead and use that as well. Upload those things. Make sure you have enough storage on your phone. And then let's hop back into, if you need to go back to the back foot ones, go ahead and look there. And then in day 5, we're going to talk about different components of the arm, where it can be, where it should be, so that you can throw harder, stay healthy, freaking be a dog, and get after it.